And George Addo Jr. joins us with the latest in sports. George, the obvious biggest story is the incident at Baba Yara Stadium yesterday. Now, we reported earlier in the bulletin that the police has interdicted that officer who allegedly shot the bullet. We've gone back to the scene. But what's the GFA doing?
Yeah, that's a very, very important question at this point in time, because that's the next step. And that is what will inspire confidence. All those who feel slightly disappointed with the situation, because the Ghana Football Association is on a campaign of bringing back the love, and this is not what they want. I should say that the initial statement is a usual thing that we've seen anytime there are incidents of hooliganism on any Ghana Premier League ground. You initially get that statement. But what is important now is the next step. Now, the Ghana Football Association by now probably have received the match commissioner's report on which they would decide what to do. The GFA disciplinary committee would have to sit and then decide which sanctions. I know one or two of the guys have been throwing about, the fans have been throwing about a possible ban or all of that. But when it comes to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, it's important the way you go about it, even if you want to hand them a ban. Because if you hand Kumasi Asante Kotoko a home ban and they are still traveling around the country, I tell you, anywhere Kotoko appear in Ghana, they still have supporters going there. It's not going to affect their revenue to any point. So maybe along the lines of Kumasi Asante Kotoko probably playing in an empty stadium for their home games. But again, the FA will have to think about it. What happens to the other team in terms of revenue as well? So it's going to take a bit of time, I feel, but we need the quick response from them. So once the match commissioner's report has gone in and the FA sits down, we should get something coming out from
Now, the club themselves have visited the victim.
Yes.
Have they spoken to the hooliganism, the riots there at the stadium? That's
a big question, because even though we're talking about the FA having to take a decision or take an action, the club must take an action. And we see this in the other leagues around the world. We are trying to copy and learn from the English Premier League. You hear Chelsea banning a fan for life. That is Chelsea's approach before the English FA goes in there. So what is Kumasi Asante Kotoko doing about the fan or the fans who started this? Because they're all caught on video, and most of the times when there is an incident of this sort at the Ghana Premier League ground, the guys who start this are known. They're very well known. So the clubs must help in the process of ensuring that these hooligans are out of the place. So I'm expecting Kumasi Asante Kotoko not to just end it by visiting the victim and putting out statements. They now have to come out and get the guys in there, because it's a connected world. So somebody saw him. He's a friend of another guy, and they need to get the guys out, because once Kumasi Asante Kotoko makes that emphatic statement and is able to say, okay, this guy is no more coming to the stadium, the fans will know that they don't even have the backing of the club. You know, more often than not, some of these hooligans have the backing of our Premier League clubs, and that's why they've gone on to do this.
So for the sake of context, George, the video that we are seeing on the screen now is a video of fans throwing stones at who exactly?
They were pelting the referee, the officials, referee Bulu, because they felt that he had awarded a card that was not right from where they were sitting. I mean, from how they saw it. The referee has a history with Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and some of the fans really felt that anytime he's in charge of a Kumasi Asante Kotoko game, he's out there to ensure the team will lose. That is in the grapevine. But that's what you saw. So this is what started it. They were not happy with that decision that handed the the yellow card. And then it went on after the game, and then they had the confrontation with the police, and the police had to react.
So the last time that Kumasi Asante Kotoko was on the road before this was against Legon Cities FC?
That's right. At the Accra Sports Stadium.
The Accra Sports Stadium, the Ohenijan.
Yes.
I remember the VIP was full.
Yes.
There were a lot of people that you don't expect to see at soccer matches trying to throng to some of these games. And we've seen that sort of support.
Yes.
What does this incident mean for the Premier League in this Bring Back the Love season?
Yeah, it's really sad, because this is Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and they're playing at the Baba Yara Stadium. The Baba Yara Stadium is one of the safest, because you say the Accra Sports Stadium and the Baba Yara Stadium, because of how they're built and the structure, that should be the safest. They should be the safest. So if this could happen for a fan to get injured, and we're learning about the fan Opong, who is a breadwinner, you know, he's got kids, it's not good news to everybody, because number one, corporate Ghana want to come back into this and support the Ghana Premier League, but they want to see if things have changed. So this is not sending a good, information back there. And again, it really disturbs a lot the campaign to bring back the love. And the FA now will need to act very quickly. And I'm saying again, not just the Ghana Football Association, Kumasi Asante Kotoko would need to prove to us. I'm happy. I've seen some of the loyal Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans come out on social media and say, this is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. The guy shouldn't have done that. The club must take an action. Anyway, we have other Kumasi Asante Kotoko loyal fans who are saying that, no, it's all fine. Let's go to security. So the security aired. We know that. The fans aired. Now the club must take the action and the GFA must take the action. And this must be pretty quick so that at least we know that hooliganism cannot be totally, out of the game, because in the professional leagues outside, you still have it. But the difference is, how do they deal with them? If the Ghana Football Association and the clubs are able to deal with this well, it will not really affect all the interested parties who want to come in and support the Ghana Premier League. From a journalist point of view, I'm very, very disappointed, especially when it's Kumasi Asante Kotoko and Brekum Chelsea on match day 3. What's happening?
So 3 main points: action from the GFA, action from Kumasi Asante Kotoko as a club, and also what this means for bringing back the love. That's the analysis that we have here from George Ajoju Jr. in the sports segment of the bulletin. We'll be right back with World News. Stay with us.